just docking in now.
Right. JFO is on the way.
Copy and
run. Pez.
Yep.
Let me see here. How many did I send? How many do you have so far, Geos? Keep count when they're getting on board.
5, I think. I don't know.
Should be 7 to fill it.
Right. Plus, well, 6 plus the pilot.
And there should be 3 spare.
I mean, someone can let me know when they get there, I guess.
Yeah. With Geos. Oh.
Take a short one.
We have 4 right now. I have Figgy, Advent, and Boba, as well as myself at the docking collar.
Junior, head down to docking port 02.
Were you just going flight suits or what?
Yeah, flight suit's fine. Just make sure you have your helmet.
Good point.
Where are we going?
My ship is totally out of control. I'm moving my full
Docking port.
Docking port 02. Dock.
I don't even think I have a flight suit or any of that fun stuff today.
I think I've got to.
You might want a helmet because I think the ship has some air holes in it.
As you guys know, I'm kind of old.
Got everything for you here, Doc.
Where's my walker?
What just happened to you?
Just get it in the lobby.
You almost broke your back there.
Doc, I can give you a helmet if you come to the docking thing. I got one for you.
I had a cool walker, but it's bugged.
I got the Redshift Red too, just for you.
Hey, Junior, docking port 02. Sorry. Yep. All right. Who didn't I call? That should leave JFO, James, and Pez, and me. JFO, James, Pez. Hangar 8.
Yeah.
You said docking port 02, or?
You're going to docking port 02.
There's a helmet for you, Doc.
Okay, thank you. Here's.
Oh, but he's in like normal civvy clothes. You have an undersuit at all?
Yeah, I can give him an undersuit.
I got an undersuit here. 1 sec.
Oh, okay. Well, I was asking Doc if he had an undersuit.
You can make it totally white? What the fuck paint is this?
Best in show? No, wait, this is polar. Sorry, polar paint.
Polar, yeah, it's polar. Okay.
I don't think I got the best in show for this one. This one ever got a best in show? I don't think it did.
No, it hasn't been best in show.
Which is odd because it's pretty badass. Well, it wasn't really drivable until recently. That was the
Yeah, see, this is the first. Best in show is only flyable ships, so this is the first ship showdown it's eligible for.
Good call. Yeah, it'll probably do well. I imagine it would.
After
It's a
the
bit
PTV.
OP still. My God.
It's going to be the MSR and probably the PTV, and then I don't
I
know
worry
what
that this is going to get a rebalance, but probably not because it was designed to be OP.
Just got rebalanced again the other day. All right, who am I missing?
Forget the turrets. Okay, that's
I think
right.
I
we
was
gotta
waiting
do
for JFO.
sideways. Want me in lower or upper, or what are we doing? Okay, he's.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
You know something?
All right, so just as a standard rule, when you get on board of a ship, do not sit in the passenger seats. Do not stare out the window. Do not sit in the bathroom stall. Find the biggest gun you can and sit in that first. So that the biggest gun is occupied, occupy the second biggest gun, and so forth and so on. Turrets first, turrets always.
So that one goes up. Gotta go back
And this goes
here
for
that one.
any ship. From cargo haulers
this
all the way up,
bonus.
occupy turrets first.
Oh, this thing is. This thing is just absolutely.
We have switched to combat comms. Pez, please keep the chatter down. We're listening.
Right.
All right, I think we're missing one person.
All my defense.
JFO, are you still on the way?
Yeah, sitting on my ship trying to get recontrol of it.
Okay.
I am in the port rear turret.
Alrighty, once you're sitting in your turret, we're going to cover how to know what turret you are actually in.
Yes, you are not in the port rear turret, Figgy.
Evil, I'll start moving us down to the command room so that we are not in the mess hall.
Oh, wait a minute, it's the front of the ship, isn't it?
All right,
that is the forward starboard.
Right, Pez, you are in turret 2. That one.
My bad.
Pez, Wilco?
Good.
Pez, you hear me? Pez? Pez? Pez, turret. Did you listen to what I said?
Snake?
Testing.
Snake?
I don't think you can hear me.
No.
Pez?
Can he? Is this the push to talk room?
No.
Pez,
Shouldn't.
is your mic active?
Jeffo, can you talk? Try something.
I can talk.
Perfect. Oh, you're push to talk.
I don't think.
He might have just stepped away and didn't say anything.
No, he's here. He's here. Are you sure this is push to talk only, or?
No.
It's not. It's not. It's not push to talk.
He should be able to talk. Pez, is Pez on radio?
Probably having mic issues then.
If you're talking, we can't hear you. Pez, Siebel. Make sure you keep that turret aimed upwards when you're in the bay. It will make the ship dance around. If your mic is working, we cannot hear you on Discord.
So we're grabbing a turret.
Yeah, so...
I've got... What's this one? How do you know? Bridge.
You're in the port aft one, Advent.
Is that okay, yeah? Do you want me in that one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Alright, so just to be clear, the numbering of the ship's turrets is... It's a bit wonky, it takes some getting used to, but it does make sense. The largest turret is turret number 1.
I mean, get out of it.
The next turret, all turrets on the port side are even numbered.
No.
All turrets on the starboard side are odd numbered. So... Oh god, Pez is gonna blow the ship up. Pez, I cannot hear you on the radio.
Can you guys shoot in the armored?
I'm sorry, I was on the phone. What was up?
I was gonna say, when you're in that forward turret, don't aim downwards. It will push the ship around.
Okay, I wasn't trying to aim down, but I might have accidentally. All right, I'll stay out of it for now.
Yeah, I can't hear you on Discord, so I don't know if you're muted.
Doctor.
No, I just haven't said anything in Discord yet because I was muted when I was on the phone.
Left,
Captain.
So, the left side is always odd numbers. Right side is always even. So the two guns on the left side or the port side, first one on the front is turret 1. The one behind that on the left side.
Largest turret.
3.
Largest turret is turret
And
number 1
on
is.
the opposite side, you have turret 2 and turret 4.
Well, so the way the priority works is it's your biggest gun to your smallest gun, top to bottom, and then your port sides are all your evens and starboard sides all your odds. So if that, in a hammerhead where all your turrets are the exact same size, the top turret in the center is turret 1, and then turret 2 would be your forward port, turret 3 is your forward starboard, and then aft port is 4, and then 5 is the starboard, and then the bottom turret is 6. In the case of the Redeemer, where you have multiple size turrets, because turret 1 and 2 are... So turret 2 is technically the lower turret, but it's also one of the biggest turrets. So that's how come it has the priority of number 2 instead of being the last turret, because it's on the very bottom. So your turret 1's your main top turret, your turret 2's your main bottom turret, and then your aft turret is actually your third turret because it's higher than the forward turret. That's 4, which is the last remote turret. So it is one of those things that once you remember that as long as you can remember the pattern, big to small, top to bottom, and then the port and starboard are just even and odd.
Oh wow, this is like PIMDOS but for turrets.
Alright, so a little test for you then, guys. Which one am I in then? Huh?
You are in turret number 4, the port rear.
That's correct. Thank you.
Don't shoot till we're out of here.
I'm not in it. I just stood outside it because I know it extends. I don't know if it's gonna.
All right, Ghost. We're gonna power up and prepare to depart. JFO, I think you're gonna have to catch up with us. You're 30 million away.
I'm currently en route.
All right.
Problems with my
CFS
thrust
failing,
power,
undocking
so
from
couldn't
station.
get out of Orson.
Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Copy that. Copy.
Beast is undocking from station.
All right, everybody sit down, prepare. We're gonna just get outside the station and mosey around a bit. When JFO gets here, I'll try to
Oh,
survive.
We'll be fine.
Local radio check.
Yeah, we'll be
All right,
fine.
We
James,
okay
you're,
getting in, yeah? Okay.
You're on turret 1 on Beast. Pez, get in turret 2, the lower front.
Minute.
Yeah, just be aware whenever the Redeemer's landed, keep that nose gun upwards, because...
Comms not work anymore.
No, my in-game mic was muted.
So they do work.
This is a ballistic?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, those are both ballistics.
Gotcha,
so...
gotcha.
Ammo.
All right, let me form up with Phalanx. All right, whenever you're flying a formation, usual rule, keep about 500 meters or so in between you. Don't get within 200 meters because there is still some decent going on. As a note, when forming up with other people that are not in your formation, try to stay 5k away. All right, there you are.
You want to smoke a joint, G-host, before we go?
There will be no smoking of joints on this aircraft. This is a non-smoking aircraft. Spacecraft, excuse me.
I thought we'd just ventilate it before anyone came to the front.
Alrighty, so everybody's familiar with where they are sitting?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Phalanx, turret number 3. Fire off a burst.
I don't think... Doc, can you go man the aft rear turret? The starboard turret?
I have no idea where it is. You'd have to come and walk me there.
Yeah, I'll get out of the seat real quick.
Is that the one
I'll show you where
opposite
it is.
me?
Yes.
It's the one opposite me, Doc.
It doesn't help.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so far you're doing good. Let's see. Phalanx, turret 4, fire off a burst.
Thanks for getting out of your chairs, eh?
Good job, good job. Beast, turret number 2, fire off a burst.
Walk me there, G-host.
Beast is the Redeemer. Wait, Peds, which turret are you in? Are you in the side turret?
Dream. Be right back.
Alright, Beast, turret number 1, fire off a short burst.
Is that me?
Good job.
Right, what did I miss? I had to order a pizza.
What's this turret called?
It's turret number 3. This is the starboard aft turret.
What were the call signs for the ships? Beast is the Redeemer, and what was the Hammerhead?
Starboard aft is turret 5 on the Hammerhead.
Yeah, sorry, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, this is turret 5, starboard aft. This is still starboard aft. It's just starboard aft, is that?
What ship are you guys on?
Redeemer and the Hammerhead.
Alright, so turret 5 on Phalanx, fire off a short burst. Good job, good job. Pez, are you in the lower front yet?
Yeah, I've been in lower front. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, fire off a short burst. Turret 2, Beast, fire off a short burst. Excellent.
Okay, there's a little spool up on those.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so differences in weapons. Redeemers tend to carry ballistics, although they will swap for energy depending on the type of engagement. Your round count is limited, but they do a lot of damage. Effective range for repeaters. Maximum range is around 1,500 meters. Effective range is around 1,000 meters. You really want to wait until targets are within that. Otherwise, you will be wasting ammo, especially in the Redeemer. Ammo is precious on the Redeemer, so you got to make sure when you fire, you're going to hit or get damn close to it. Less of an issue on the Hammerhead because you have energy, but at the same time, if you're using cannons now, cannons are a different situation. The range on those, around 5 to 700, especially on fast targets. Cannons, the bullets move a lot slower. The repeaters, they move at around 1400 meters per second. Cannons move around 700 meters per second. So if you are on a cannon, be advised if you're firing at a fleeing target, it can, in theory, fly faster than your bullet. So your effective range is going to drop to nothing fairly quickly. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. What else we got to cover over? Okay, we went over the crew position, went over the bearing. Okay, right now on the small ships that we're using, we don't really consider these naval ships. We consider these kind of like gunships or heavy fighters.
Escort ships at most.
Escorts. Turret 1 will take the role of lead gunner. Lead gunner's responsibility is to call out targets of priority. Now in the Redeemer, because turret 1 is kind of occluded, sometimes the pilot will take on the role of lead gunner and he'll tell you what to shoot at. They will choose things by priority. So like an inbound torpedo has priority over everything else. Bomber has priority. EMP ship has priority. Pilots will try to keep their distance from EMP ships, but if you see one spooling up next to you, lead gun, make sure you get as many people on it as possible. When we get to larger ships, we're going to have a difference because we'll probably have like a fire control officer and multiple gun leads, depending. That's a argument for later. I'll leave that to the whole naval branch to figure that out whenever we get around to it. All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're just going to pull some ERTs, go out and do a little bit of exercise. After we finish the mission, we're going to have crews kind of swap around and get in different positions on the ship. We get familiar with different viewpoints. Some keys you might want to have bound. Make sure that when you get in your turret, you power it up. I see everybody's done that. You might also want to keep track of where your gyro mode key is. When the ship is tossing and turning, it's a lot easier to aim in gyro than it is to aim in going by the fixed mode. It can be different on like small ships. Sometimes it's easier to find a target with fixed mode, but it's easier to stay with gyro. So be aware of where that is. Usually it's X, but you can shift around. There is also stagger fire mode, which is usually B on turrets. You might have mapped that to something differently. Stagger fire is good for like slow firing guns like cannons. With the high-speed repeaters, it doesn't make much of a difference, but with cannons, it puts more bullets in the air, and it's easier to hit a small target with that. Keys you might want to bind is entering turret mode. I have that for myself on Shift R, but you might want to bind that. I don't think it's bound by default, so that if you're in a remote turret, you can shift between like your regular in-ship view and then your remote view a lot faster. If you're using mouse to aim, you also want to be aware of that little slider down there to speed it up or slow it down to make yourself comfortable. There is, on my board, it's Q. It's the IM mode, is that what they call it? To basically make the turret follow your mouse exactly. Useful on a very fast turret, but on the slower turrets, you might want to use the regular mouse mode, depending on what feels best. Right now, turrets have a very generous, like 20-degree auto aim, so just because your turret doesn't move all the way on top of a target, sometimes it's worth getting really close and you'll see the bullet start to trail the target. Make sure you have the target locked in order for it to do that. I think we've covered everything else. All right.
Maybe firing mode or different targeting values. Wrong one.
One thing I know for with targeting too, it is good to be familiarized with your different ways of selecting targets versus like have target nearest aggressor will target anyone that's targeting you. So if you're in a turret, you may not necessarily care, depending on your job. If you're a defensive turret, you care more about who's targeting us versus who's close to us. If you get
JFO, you want to transfer over?
As well as, or just for just in general target acquisition too.
Transferring over to
the Redeemer.
Yeah, like if you have the target, it just for target acquisition as well. Like it can be kind of hectic during the battle, so having the ability to target a nearest target that you're not even looking at, So you just have an idea of, okay, I'm just going to go here and shoot at someone until I'm directed to shoot at something specific.
AFK for a couple minutes. Be right back.
Roger that. Keep an eye on that constellation. I don't know what he's doing.
And a good thing to remember too for your HUDs, on either side of your HUD, or in a pilot, you would have like the velocity and altimeters and all that. You should have 2 numbers. The one on your left side should be a 3-digit, and that'll be the relative bearing that you're facing, and the one on the left side will be your vector, your pitch up and down and that's all relative to the ship too. So if you see something and you want to call out to like let the pilot know or let someone else know, you can easily look at those numbers, be like bears 120 on -45,
Fox
and then
sent an invite.
You know, as a pilot, I know that that's probably going to be somewhere on the starboard side, a little bit behind me.
Are we joining Fox's group right now?
Negative.
No, not yet.
Can you send me an invite again? Because he sent an invite.
Does all that make sense to everyone?
Yep.
It does. I think 90% of all turret play, to be honest, is all up to the pilot. It's up to him to concentrate on finding the most steadiest plots and courses possible. Of course, I think you already know this, G-Host.
Yeah, but you got to remember, like in a Redeemer, I have as a pilot, or not a Redeemer, sorry. In the Hammerhead as the pilot, I have a very limited view, and you guys, gunners, I actually have to rely on you guys a bit to understand what's going on around us.
So communication, but like you know.
Exactly. So I would say the general rule of thumb is the larger the ship, the more you're going to depend on your turrets and your secondary officers to keep track of what's going on. In something like the Hammerhead, a Polaris, any of the large ships, that the pilot is not going to have the best view or the best situational awareness, and they will be depending on a lead gunner or a fractal officer.
It's up to the pilot to keep it steady, is what I'm saying.
Well, okay.
And to find plots where you're not having to alter or deviate your course too many times. If you can keep us steady, then we have a better chance.
Okay, so we're going to cover that a bit more in the piloting when we get around to piloting of gunships and things like that in a different course. Synopsis of it is, if you are in a gunship, you want to keep the target flying left to right, horizontal. You want to keep the target's path horizontal, which is opposite to how you do in a fighter. Normally in a fighter, you want to engage in pitch, which is vertical, so top to bottom, because you want to pitch onto the target. But in a gunship, you want to try to have the target travel left to right, because then the turrets will be able to sweep and follow it. This rule does not apply to all ships. There are some ships like the Hurricane that might be better to engage in pitch, but that's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, it depends on the placement of the turrets, their individual coverage.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna pull a ERT or something. Let me see what can we get them here? All right, Phalanx, plot a course for Hurston. Let me know when you're ready.
Strike Command, we are going to move over to Hurston, 2 ships, Redeemer, and Hammerhead.
Alright, have course plotted.
Alrighty, try jump.
Alright, calibrating now.
Copy that. Alright, we're spooling ready.
All hands stand by. Entering quantum. Apparently my ship has decided. There it goes. You know, it is a bit of an info dump, but you know, it's kind of just lay that groundwork to where hopefully we can start getting all this stuff as second nature.
Well, we're gonna do this practice more than once, so it's gonna end of the regular rotation. We got a few trainings. We gotta do some homework that we've not been doing for a while. I don't want it to get boring, so we're gonna probably like have different exercises, but it's the same information we've got to go over, especially with the new guys. All right, let me see. see if I don't think I have ERTs here. I should.
I have
Nope, I don't.
ERTs here.
All right.
So I had to grab a
Everybody, pull call to arms. All fighters, pull call to arms.
Right.
All right, G-host, you got an ERT? You said.
And nothing's loaded yet.
Yeah, because I just looked. I didn't see anything. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. We'll get there in a minute. We both got fast drives.
I got TS2 in this bitch.
How is it that I'm looking at a turret that I'm facing a turret?
Oh yeah,
Magic.
hey, Evil, send me a party invite again, please.
Who has party lead? Figgy?
Mr. Redeemer.
Yes.
Get Doc a party invite, please.
Roger that.
Thank you, thank you. All right, we're gonna aim over
I think
towards.
that glitched out on the Redeemer.
Where are you?
Like I'm on the Redeemer and I spin around. I'm in the front turret location and I'm looking at a turret while in the turret.
That's because there's 2 turrets right there.
Are you in the remote turret?
Yeah, but there's nobody in the turret.
No, I'm in here.
I've never been in a ship before, so what turret am I in?
So you would be turret number 4.
TSF Felix
How do I get
aligned
in
with
the
my
top
protect.
turret?
You're in the bottom one. I'm the big,
Copy that.
big bottom one. You're the small bottom one.
How do I get to the big bottom top one?
You switch to the other seat. Oh wait, no, big top one's already occupied. You can get into the small other one, which is actually rear facing, if I'm not mistaken.
Phalanx.
That's
okay,
where the one you
ready?
want.
I've never been in the ship before.
Right. Stand by for quantum.
All hands prepare to jump.
Copy.
Well, where would you like me, in the back or the front?
Stay in the front for now. We're gonna play the Chinese fire drill in a bit. We're gonna do like 2 or 3 missions.
Was there a mission to accept?
Yeah. Let me share it again. Sharing the mission James gave me. You should see it pop up.
I ain't seen nothing pop up yet. Oh, I wasn't. Can you try it again?
All right, I don't see the target marker at Calliope, so Phalanx, I'll have to follow you in.
Oh, I didn't have a target marker either.
Ooh. James, you might have to tell us where it is. Star Citizen is being Star Citizen.
Big cross shoes.
Copy that.
Patreon shoe is not going very well with our original plan, so just be advised. I'll brief you afterwards. No, it's not. But I'll talk to you after.
You said Sierra Papa Mike Charlie 1-4, correct?
CFF East, this is the CFF Felix. You seem to be lagging down there behind.
Copy that. I have you on radar. I believe we should arrive slightly ahead of you.
Alrighty, we should be dropping out of warp in a second. Alright, we are now aligning for Calliope.
Beast is full and ready for Calliope.
How's that? Stand by, having technical
So I got
difficulties.
gyro mode on and
Copy that.
ESP active. Is that all I should have?
Okay, so gyro mode is the one that allows that when the ship turns, you don't turn with it. So it stays facing the direction that you're currently facing when the ship is turning. ESP is the kind of hard to describe. Basically, ESP is the when you get over a target, it increases the resolution of your controller. So it kind of like it makes it a bit move slower when you're on the target.
Phalanx, we're spooling now.
Copy that. We're ready when you are.
So is it better to have it on or off?
Did you say there was a one for staggered?
Yeah, there is a staggered mode. It's usually B, unless you bound it to something different.
B as in boy?
B as in boy, usually.
Or it's on the control panel as well, with F. So would you say it's better to have ESP on?
It depends. I like ESP a little bit, so I leave it on. But it's really whatever you feel more
Personal
accurate with.
choice.
Yeah, it's kind of like staggered. It's like some people like
Yeah.
staggered, some people don't. It's just kind of like how you want to do it.
Not wanting to trigger QT, you might have to engage it for us.
Alright, I'll jump. Aligning on SMC-14.
What mission are we taking?
We pulled a mission. We should have an ERT waiting for us.
Align and spool to SPM 0 Papa Mike Charlie 14.
Copy that. Preparing to jump.
Kind of low and pretty deep for an ERT, aren't we?
It's an exercise. We're way overpowered.
It's more about the getting used to the using the correct terms and stuff like that. Just kind of having fun blowing shit up while we're at it.
Maybe boost your shields, Geost.
Yeah, but we're not gonna really be able to. We're gonna F everything up real quick.
Standby 1. James, I'm going to need to talk to you in the boardroom, perhaps. We got some updates to the event. Go, complete your mission. I'll talk to you after.
CFS Beast is on station.
So currently, what weapons do I have? And
He has a phalanx on station en route to contact. AO.
You should be able to see the names.
If you look in the upper right,
what's in the bigger turrets? No, I'm fine. I was just trying to figure out what different weapons are on the ship.
oh no, he's on the Redeemer, so he has I think it's 2 size 3s. Right, and then the main turrets have 2 size 5s.
Oh shit. This Redeemer takes quite a bit to take it out.
We're accelerating to cruising speed.
Copy that. Thanks for the warning.
Beast phalanx, we are coming down to combat speeds.
Okay,
Copy
let's
that.
do this shit.
All right, we are holding formation with Phalanx. About 15k out. All right, so gunners prepare. We should have a hammerhead and 3 or 4 other ships.
Contact.
KG locked up.
Eyes on Valkyrie.
There's another one. McCall. Second target.
Target should be pinned and numbered priority.
Roger. There it goes.
We have a red Aegis on the aft of the hammerhead.
Copy.
Alright, we are pulling up on the hammerhead. We should have some smaller fighters coming in first, though.
Aegis down. That was on our rear.
Alright, good shot.
Good shot, good shot. Alrighty, I see something coming in. Looks like the Valkyrie.
Hammerhead's coming in range.
1 and 2, take that out. Valkyrie down. Okay, we are on the hammerhead.
Port side, take an eye on target 3.
We are currently engaged with the hammerhead, taking out the rear shield.
Hammerhead down. Good shot.
Target's 3 to our port side.
Oh, shields.
Port down.
Get him.
Looks good, looks good. Is that that's a agency?
Yeah.
Sorry,
He's
advocacy.
white, so.
Advocacy, yeah. Avoid
Is
him.
that? Uh-oh, yeah.
Alright, all targets down, sky's clear.
Alright, copy that. Let's get another mission.
Alright, good work, good work. We have cleared the area.
Phalanx
Your
breaking
battle droid is
atmosphere.
busted evil.
We make any money off of that?
It's not about the money, it's about the friendship you find along the way.
This guy.
Dad doesn't compute. You're under arrest.
Inside on ship.
James, you got another one? No, it is. Yeah. Somebody must be farming them. I've got ERTs. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of them like they're.
All right. Sharing now. Sharing now.
Yeah, like I'm not getting LRTs or anything.
I got an ERT.
So I'm guessing you can't look in your Moby glass while in the turret.
No, you'd have to come out the remote turret first and then look.
Yeah, you can do the accept like brackets and decline brackets, but you can't see your movie until you're out of the turret.
100 kilometers away.
Phalanx, I am fixing on OM5.
OM5, right?
All right, we're gonna jump. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna change turret positions for a bit.
Sounds good, Michaels. Let me know when you're ready.
Hi. Mike.
Did we share it already?
Hi. East Phalanx, we are spooled and ready.
Copy that, Frank.
All hands prepare to jump.
Combat comes.
I don't have a direct marker, so I think we're gonna have to go to SMC 11.
SBMC 11I.
Do you have
Did
a
you share
marker
the
for
new mission
Paris
with
Justice?
now?
I do not have a marker for the mission. We are spooled and